What's up, guys? F-Focus, and we kind of back on Tarkov. We're talking about the preliminary patch notes of 0.7.4. Now, I know this video is like super far behind, it's super delayed, but I just want to go ahead and put something out here because I had some questions about it in some streams I've been having. So now, might as well just come out with it. And plus, on top of that, I'm going to be coming out with an ammo guide. I guess the ammo might change with either the preliminary patch notes or the actual patch when it comes out. I don't know, so we may be subject to add something different on that as well. But just to jump in, just a few things. The biggest thing, there is no wipe. Somebody said there was a wipe, but there is no wipe. I think even I've said that in some of my videos, saying, hey, I found out that there was a wipe. Someone told me that there was a wipe. There's going to be a wipe. There's not going to be a wipe. So don't worry about that. I'm kind of bummed about it. I kind of wish that there was a wipe, but there's not. There's not going to be a wipe. So let's jump right into it. All right. So to start it off, we're going to be talking about things that are added into the game. With that being maps of the health resort, Azure Coast, and shoreline location, meaning I think that it's just gonna be like custom some wood and stuff. You get to pick your spawn location, and with shoreline being so big that I'm assuming maybe there's not just gonna be two sides. There might only be two sides. I don't know, but there might just be like a big U almost around the health resort. So that's gonna be kind of cool to see. It's kind of nice. Hopefully, there's a little bit more optimization as far as all that goes on shoreline, making it run a little bit more smooth, so we can all enjoy shoreline just a little bit more. And then another thing they've added is 5 new therapist quests. The rapist is really not much on my agenda, but with the new changes to everything, at the start of this previous patch that we just had, you can buy IFAKs from Peacekeeper. You can no longer buy IFAKs from Peacekeeper, so leveling up Therapist is almost a must. I did that anyway because I wanted item cases and money cases and whatnot, but people are going to be more inclined to do that faster if they want better healing and med supplies. So, alright, so it says here that it's added mechanics for weapon mod exception and installation prevention. At the moment, it's only on the new weapon mods. Before I try and even decipher that, we're gonna just let it play out. Wait for the preliminary patch to actually come out, and then we'll see what there is on the new weapons. And then they've added a Vendetta Precision VP09 muzzle brake. A lot of these mods are gonna be for the new Glock and stuff. That's a lot of the new mods that are actually coming out. They've added a new pistol grip, tactical grip, the Glock tactical combined flashlight and laser, and they've also added this Surefire tactical flashlight, which will go on the end of the Glock. It's underneath the end of the barrel. And what I'm assuming is the way that they showed in pictures, there's gonna be like some of those, it looks like a silence scope suppressor, and it's not, but that's what it looks like on the end of that Glock. That should prevent some of the weapon modifications, but I don't know that. I don't know how. Tarkov usually goes pretty in depth, so I'm sure they got it taken care of, so I'll just shut up and stop talking. They've also added the Rotor 43 tube adapter for the AS FAL. They've added, this one's throwing me off. Well, before we talk about that, they've added a new helmet, the 6B47, which I think is going to be like same tier as Fort Armor, maybe a tier lower without armor plates, but it looks like just a regular, just like standard Russian like military helmet, but it's almost like, how can you relate to it? Like almost like a PUBG if you put like a blast faced or like an extra face shield armor in front of it. It almost looked like that level 3 PUBG helmet, which is going to be kind of cool. My thoughts on it are it's going to be just like the Fast MT, but almost the same armor level, if not the same armor level. But whenever you put it like to comparison, instead of it being sold from Peacekeeper, this one's going to be sold from Prapor, or maybe sold from Ski or something. I would assume Prapor since he's the Russian arms dealer, but we'll see. I don't know when it comes out. But the other thing I wanted to say that I'm kind of like thrown for a loop on is the NSPU, is the night scope. If you look at it, that thing looks kind of ancient, and it's on the Dragunov, and I've been like super patient for that gun to come out, and it hasn't came out yet. But it should be pretty fun to throw on an AK or something. I'm assuming it's going to be only like an AK variant, another sight or something sold from either Prepper or maybe sold from Skier or something like that. But I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. They've done it to us again. They've came out with the preliminary patch notes saying it's going to come out, soon. I'm assuming maybe start of next week, maybe mid next week, and I don't know. But I'm assuming it's going to be coming out pretty quick because usually when they do, they pull out their patch notes like this. It's not too far before it comes out. Content that will be unlocked sometime after launch of the patch. New trader, mechanic. I'm curious to see what the mechanic will hold. I'm curious to see what side or what nationality he's going to be. Maybe somebody new that we haven't seen. Maybe not Russia or like American. Maybe it'll be somebody different. So, also the Glock 17 is the Gen 3 version, and it's obviously 9mm, 9x19. I don't know. It said there's 30 mods for it, which is going to be pretty cool. They're actually putting out mods. They're not just throwing out a gun with no mods, kind of like the RSAS and stuff. But, it's whatever. I'm just a little upset that this content is going to be unlocked after the patch. I was really hoping maybe it'd be thrown in, with that. As far as the preliminary patch notes, there's nothing on the FAL that's supposed to be coming out. I'm assuming maybe that's not the preliminary patch. It's actually the patch that's going to be coming out. I don't know that for sure, but I haven't really looked into it too much. Like I said, I've just been playing Tarkov and kind of not even really focusing on it that much, so I've not been too just intrigued by everything. This is almost my first time looking at the patch notes, so I do apologize for that. I've kind of left you guys out of the loop, so next time that won't happen. Alright guys, so here's going to be a list of things that they fixed and what they say they've optimized. They say the server performance optimization. It's a beta game, so they're going to be working on server performance optimization, everything like that for quite a while, even past release. So don't worry, have faith. The devs are very active on it. This game isn't just going to get tossed in the toilet like PUBG. And then I guess the netcode optimization is complete. The first iteration of it. Everybody's been going fucking crazy over the netcode. I'm not even going to get into the netcode. I'm not even going to talk about the netcode. We're literally just going to drop everything that there is about the netcode right now. So some things they fixed. It says visual effects when switching magnification modes or certain optic sites. We'll see. Obviously, we'll test all this out in-game. There's some I hope that they fix, but before I even say anything, we're just going to wait and see. And then number of deaths. This is a big one for me. Number of deaths and kills in the statistics is no longer duplicated. That's always drove me crazy because I'm like, man, I know I've gotten more kills than I've died. What the hell is this? So, there you go. And it says item transfer screen. I can assume maybe that's like insurance when you pick up insurance. Or maybe when you're, selling or buying items or something, you can now open containers, vest backpacks, and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. Lobby screen, your friends now appear below your nickname. So I guess that's pretty cool. And someone explain this to me. When moving from the letter, money is now moved to stash via control click. When moving from the letter. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Insurance is now displays the correct time, so that will be pretty nice. Bug fixes with gaining trader loyalty, so that's pretty cool. Finally, there were some issues with the loyalty gain. So, moving on past that. Quick access panel is now properly displayed in the raid with the option always show UI elements. Yeah, immersive. And complete and OK buttons no longer duplicated. Stack separation window now shows total number of stacks, previously capped at 4. And then location deployment time increased to 20 seconds. Here is my thoughts on that. I enjoy it, but when you get into a game with a certain number of people, okay, I know everybody doesn't have the same computer. I know everybody doesn't have it like a solid state, or most people have just a hard drive, HDD. So I know that those people are going to be loading in slower than us with the solid states. However, the 20-second increase gives them just a little bit more time to start to prep and load in before the solid state guys have time to just run a truck. 10 seconds doesn't feel like a lot, but 10 seconds, somebody can reposition from warehouse, medvan warehouse, all the way down to M4 warehouse. So by the time you spawn, they're almost in your face. It's a huge disadvantage. So increasing that time to 20 seconds gives the player more time to react, because a lot of times you get thrown in with 2 seconds left or 3 seconds left, and you don't get much time to do much. So with their 20 seconds, even if you get tanked out for seconds, you'll still have time to get situated and get ready for the raid. So I do like that. It's a little bit longer over time, but I do like that. Alright, so from the patch notes, this is what they say are going to be changed. Alt plus click now sets equipment into free character slot. I'm assuming maybe not just a rig, any free slot in there, which is going to be pretty nice, because sometimes that's been a pain in the ass because it won't identify a free slot or whatnot, but whatever. Changed priority to item moving. We'll have to check that out. I'm assuming maybe just stuff with higher value and whatnot. When you click, it's obviously going to be reflected on it. Control click now move any magazine immediately into the vest and rig. Dope. Any item obtained through trade or modification of weapon will be moved to character stash, which is nice. And then it says character can try to jump with. I like this one. Characters can try to jump with broken legs, which doesn't happen because the amount of they tone down the percent that you can get a fracture just tremendously. So either your leg is just hurt and you can heal it, or it's blacked. And it said or 0 HP, you take damage when landing. So even if you pop pains and you just jump in place, is what I'm gathering from this. You don't have to jump off anything, but if you just jump, just standing there with a black leg, you're going to take damage. So if you have 2 black legs, you're going to take double damage than what you would normally take, which is amazing. I love that, because you have a broken leg, you don't need to be jumping anyway. And you can no longer hold your breath unless you're ADSing, which is something that needed to happen, because the hip fire in this game is so accurate. It's realistic, because normally if I'm in a hip fire, I'm not going to be shooting with a 17-foot spread of my weapon like in PUBG. So I do like this quite a bit. People can't just sit there and camp around corners and just hold shift without actually ADSing. They have to actually ADS if they want to hold their breath, which is great. Friends are displayed in the top of global chat. I don't even give a shit about global chat. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't care if global chat disappeared. There's other means that we can communicate in this game, as via messaging. Even in Tarkov, send my friend request, message him, or just message him. And getting a Discord channel that's all about helping. And forums on this, like this, there's so many things in the UK. So global chat's trash to me. And it's changed the relation between stamina recovery and amount of stamina remaining. So what they're saying by this, energy does not go down very fast in the raid, as it shouldn't. You're only in the raid for a couple of hours. I know that you're doing some intense workout, and yes, your energy would naturally go down, but your food, as far as energy and stuff, stays in your body for such a long fucking time. So you're not going to lose it just like that. So I like the fact that energy doesn't go down very much. But, for the longer raids that we're going to be seeing ourselves into, like when the patch comes out, when the game gets released and there's that, the giant, massive, open world type of feel. You still got to extract and stuff, but it's all the maps put together, combined in one. Your energy is going to go down, obviously, which is going to reflect your stamina. I like how they're implementing this earlier rather than later, so they can fix out all the bugs on it and get it working correctly. So by the time that open world type of feel does come out, it's all optimized. So that does it with that. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the preliminary patch notes. Just to kind of talk about things. This video was a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. You guys love it. We all love it. Now, with that said, I know a lot of you guys aren't subscribers. You guys just came here to check out the patch notes, and I do appreciate that. So you guys can go ahead and click off the video if you want. I'm going to take a few minutes just to talk about the future of the channel, kind of where I want it to go and how I kind of want things to be. So, with that said, yesterday I was playing Sub Saturday. It was a great success, by the way. I kind of sat back off on the sidelines. I kind of let everybody do their own thing, and I let them kind of have the spotlight while playing with it, which was fun, which was cool. So this came up and was brought up to me when I was playing. Someone told me to check out this game called Kingdom Come, and I looked into it. and I decided to buy it. Went ahead and bought it. Now, I know I'm known for Tarkov. I know that. I know that everybody loves my Tarkov content, and that'll never change. I'll continue to upload content for Tarkov, especially since it's going to keep growing and growing. But I also kind of want to branch out, and every now and again, after every 4 or 5 Tarkov videos, maybe upload another video. No, just to kind of get that break from Tarkov. I know a bunch of people inside my stream said that was fine. I do me, which is great, and I do appreciate the support and all the love that you guys are giving me. It's absolutely fantastic, and I couldn't ask for anything better. So that's what's going to come to the future of the channel. Maybe I'll upload some Kingdom Come Let's Plays. Maybe I'll do some other stuff, just some duo games, or maybe even just some solo games. Rust, stuff like that. We don't know how exactly how it's going to go, but I do appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been giving me. It's absolutely phenomenal. I can't thank you guys enough for that. So without further ado, let's put it to a close. Hit that like button, subscribe, share if you want to, and as always, enjoy.
Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call you